everybody, and welcome back to our channel. Today I am 10 weeks and 1 day pregnant. These past couple of weeks I have noticed, well, first I'm going to talk about my symptoms. I've noticed an increase in my morning sickness. I would say week 9 was probably the worst, but this week has been pretty bad too. I don't really have that many food aversions. I'm still having an aversion to like breakfast foods and eggs, bacon, biscuits and gravy, any kind of breakfast food I have an aversion to. But other than that, I don't really have any food aversions. I can pretty much eat anything. My morning sickness a lot of times comes on from non-food related things, if that makes sense. Like if I smell a certain perfume that I don't like, then that'll trigger me to have to end up throwing up. I can't, this might be TMI, but it really grosses me out to use public bathrooms now. I always had a very strong sense of smell, but now that I'm pregnant, that's like amplified 100 times. So now, like, I can hardly even go in a public bathroom and come out without throwing up. So, yeah. But, yeah, foods don't really trigger my nausea. A lot of people I've spoken to have said that certain foods will trigger them to throw up, but for me, no, it's not really food. I can pretty much eat whatever I want, which is good, besides breakfast food. Let's see what else. Also, I've noticed a lot of acne these past couple of weeks. A lot is coming up on my chest right here. I'm not sure if that's pregnancy related or what, but I've never had acne here before, so I think that might be related to some of the hormonal changes from the pregnancy. Also, I was able to stop my progesterone and oil injections at 9 weeks, which is really great because they were really starting to get to be a pain. And I was a little nervous about stopping them because it just kind of worried me going off the progesterone, wondering if my body would be able to produce it on its own. But I'm guessing it's done a pretty good job so far because I've been off the shots now for almost a week and I haven't had any spotting or any kind of symptoms that would be concerning. So I think that's really good. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the appointment that I went to with my OBGYN. I believe I was either 8 weeks and 2 days or 8 weeks and 3 days when I went to my first OBGYN appointment. And we got the cutest pictures there of our little baby. This one happens to be my favorite. Sorry, I'm getting to show it to you guys. I'm just trying to... Okay. This one right here. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but... look at those chunky little thighs. That is just so cute. The little circle right there at the top is the yolk sac, and then the baby's head. Let me reposition this thing so y'all can see better. That is right there is the yolk sac, and that's baby's head, and that's body, and those two little chunky thighs there. That is the cutest thing I think I've ever seen. And then we also got this picture. It's kind of dark, but you guys can probably make it out. It's a really good side view of baby there. Just looks like they're just sitting there chilling. There's the head, yolk sac, and body. I really love that picture too. So cute. And the good thing was that at week 6 and 7, baby was measuring 2 days behind, consistent, but measuring 2 days behind at both ultrasounds. Well, this ultrasound, okay, it says here I was 8 weeks and 2 days. I was actually measuring 8 weeks and 4 days, which is really good because it means baby caught up. So not only did baby catch up, but they caught up 2 extra days, which is really awesome. And then the following appointment, I had my graduation at the infertility clinic, and we saw a huge difference in how big baby has gotten. This is the 9-week ultrasound. So amazing. I just can't stop looking at this picture. This is my favorite picture so far because you can just, the amount of growth is just unbelievable. This is the easiest way to look at it because you can see baby's head up at the top and body down below there. But this is actually the way the picture was oriented. So baby's kind of chilling upside down, it looks like. So cute. In other news, we actually did find out the gender of our baby. Well, I did what's called a sneak peek test, which is where you prick your own finger at home and you send off some blood to a Sneak Peek laboratory. And it can be done as early as 9 weeks pregnant, and it's over 99% accurate. So I was really excited to do it. I think it costs $80, so it's definitely something that you guys should consider too if you're wondering about the gender of your baby and don't want to wait until the anatomy scan, because me personally, I have no patience, so I had to know because I was ready to start buying stuff and just picking out names and everything, and I've already bought a ton of stuff. The day that I found out, I went and bought stuff, so I have no patience. So the Sneak Peek test, the way it works is it looks for a Y chromosome in your blood, and because in your DNA, it can actually pick up traces of your baby's DNA. So if it picks up the Y chromosome, it means that you're having a boy, and if it does not find a Y chromosome, it means that you're having a girl. And at 9 weeks pregnant, it's accurate. So I took it exactly at 9 weeks pregnant and sent it off. It went to La Jolla, California. It got there in 2 days with priority shipping. And then they checked in the sample, and they sent me an email saying they received my sample. And then I think it was about 19 or 20 hours later. It wasn't the full 24 hours later, but it was less than 24 hours later. They sent me the results. So we're really excited about the sex of the baby, and we can't wait to share it with you guys. But we're not going to be announcing it until Father's Day. I've actually ordered a cake, and the cake has inside the gender, the color, either pink or blue on the inside. So we're going to be cutting the cake on Father's Day. So I'm really, really excited about that. So yeah, the next video that you guys see will probably be either footage from cutting the cake or me just announcing the gender of our sweet baby. So, and this video is not sponsored in any way by Sneak Peek. I just wanted to let you guys know about it in case you're curious about the gender of your baby. So anyway, my next appointment is with my regular OBGYN. That is going to be at, I believe, 12 weeks and 2 or 3 days. It'll be on June 28th, so I'll be over 12 weeks. And that's just going to be an ultrasound to check on a SCH, a subchorionic hemorrhage that they saw when they did my last ultrasound. They said that it's not any threat to the pregnancy or the baby or anything, but it's just like a small little area that could cause like some spotting or something down the road, but I haven't had any of that since like week 4 or 5, so when they're not too worried about it, they think that it should be resolving itself, so they're not too worried about it, but they still want to check on it after sometime in week 12. So I'll be going back on June 28th for another ultrasound, so I'm really excited about seeing sweet baby again. Oh, and the cutest thing was at the 9-week ultrasound, the baby was moving around and wiggling so much they couldn't even get its heart rate at first. They say, I mean, you could clearly see it flickering, but the baby would not stay still, so they were not able to even get its heart rate for the longest time. But the heart rate, I think, was 162 or something, so it was perfect at the 9-week ultrasound. And other than that, the only other thing that I really want to talk about today is I have been having some sharp pains on my lower left side. They're not like cramps or anything like that, but it's just like a quick pain, and it'll be there for maybe 4 or 5 seconds and then go away and come back again maybe 20 or 30 minutes later. I had them like on and off a lot yesterday, and today I've had them too, but like nowhere near as bad as yesterday. But it's not like a really bad pain, it's just like a little bit of discomfort, I would say at the most. But I was trying to research it a little bit and see if it could possibly be round ligament pain. I don't know if round ligament pain could happen as early as 10 weeks, so if you guys have any ideas on, or if you guys know whether round ligament pain can happen as early as 10 weeks, please comment below, because I'd be really interested in hearing your experiences. I'm sure it could also just be my uterus stretching or something like that, but as a first-time mom, I can't help but worry about every little twinge. So if you guys have experienced anything similar to that, please comment below. And other than that, everything's been going great with this pregnancy. I love being pregnant. Besides a little bit of nausea and headaches here and there, this pregnancy has really been smooth and easy going. So I'm really thankful for that, and hopefully it continues to go this way. And I can't wait to update you again later on when we announce the gender of our sweet baby. If you would like to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye-bye.